Oh, have you noticed the chill in the air? And it's not just because fall is here and winter's on the way. It's because in wake of the recent Equifax breach, there are a lot of unhappy American consumers. To offset the enormous potential damage this hack can do, people are being encouraged to take action by freezing their credit files with all 3 of the national repositories. In fact, more and more of your applicants are likely freezing their credit files in wake of this recent breach. Even Congress has gotten into the act. They've introduced legislation that, if passed, would allow every American to freeze their credit file at no charge. That's going to encourage more and more consumers to do it. That's a lot of credit files that could potentially be entering the frozen tundra. Not that one, but more like this one. So when applicants come to you, you're going to want to ask each of them if their credit file is frozen. And if it is, did they take the steps to unfreeze it? What should you do when your applicant's credit files are frozen? Well, this may be something you haven't had to deal with much, but we expect in light of this hack, you're going to encounter more and more of it. So let's review a few cold, hard facts. Frozen files can only be accessed by temporary freeze lifts or through exempt transactions. Your applicants are going to need to contact each repository, either by mail, online, or via phone, to obtain a file access PIN and request their file be unlocked, either temporarily or permanently. Currently, the cost to unfreeze a credit file is a cool $0 to $10, depending upon the bureau. But take note, even when the file is temporarily unlocked, you may still need to provide further authorization from the applicant in order to pull the credit file. So, when you're dealing with applicants with frozen files, you're going to need to instruct them about how to initiate a thaw. First and foremost, they must find the PIN that each repository issued them when they froze their file. Now, Equifax requires a 4-character PIN, TransUnion an 8-character access code, beginning with the letters TU. Experian uses a PIN up to 15 characters long. You should note that Experian has a separate authorization mechanism that does not use a PIN, but requires you to certify that you have a financial relationship with the borrower. To use this option, enter T as the Experian PIN. Experian will then match these claims with the creditors listed in the consumer's file. Then, to unfreeze credit files, your applicants must contact each repository directly, either by going online, calling them, or by mail. And they should be prepared to provide personal identification information. It's going to take a while for us to fully understand the real ramifications of this breach. But in the meantime, with the increasing number of credit files being frozen, you must be prepared to take that extra step and ask your applicants if they have frozen their credit files, and if they have, offer instructions on how to lift the freeze. Ooh, it's still cold. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me, and I hope to see you again on the next episode of America's Mortgage News.